I wanted to ask, Rich, when you do the kind of work you do and serve people the way you do, have you found, like, do you have kind of an overall mission, or like how you infuse it? You know, because, and I'm assuming some ticket brokers haven't come back, but maybe they all have. But again, yours is kind of different. It's just more like, you're like the Mr. Rogers of tickets. Do you know what I mean? That's a real big compliment. I mean, you know, it's like people are your neighbors. So. People are once you pick up the phone, you engage in a deeper way than just selling. So would you say you've developed a mission over the years, or what your ultimate passion is about it, because you love it? So
yeah, my mission for our guests and our clients is really just happiness. I've just they can buy tickets on their phone in, I don't know, about 2 minutes, I guess, and you can buy tickets on our website that way also. But people
don't forget about the app to tell them.
Yeah, I'll do that. People wanna call and talk to us, and I think they more often than not don't ask. They just think, let me call a ticket company. Oh, and they're nice, which we are, and very helpful, and we take our time explaining how best to enjoy New York, how to get the most out of their vacation. But I think happiness, it keeps coming back to, and I really think that we develop people, and they all called. We developed a business whereby people were like, these guys are great. And I think we're getting more business now. And why is that? I believe in competition, always have my whole life. I think it makes all of us work harder. But I think, as you were alluding to a moment ago, I think several ticket brokers went out of business, guys and girls I knew my entire career. Unfortunate for them, although some of them were kind of ready to retire. They were either my age, a little younger, or a little older. And so I think by them closing their business, that maybe I'm just one of the next searches in the Google Decks, if you will, of life, or maybe they ask somebody, who can I go to? But for me, I think the key will always be, how can I be helpful to people? And honestly, this sounds odd maybe, but whether people buy tickets from me or not, it doesn't really matter. Maybe they won't buy on this phone call, but maybe they'll call me again, or maybe they'll refer me to someone else who could use us. But we are definitely back in business. We're doing extremely well. I would like to put another year or so behind us with a COVID cancellation here or there, and of course safety for everybody involved while attending the theater, and particularly those people that work in the theater or in a related industry, before I hire again. And sometimes that's tough. We have some very busy days where we could use some help, but we have to have that with more regularity. But I'm just very grateful that I have a job that's fun.
Yep, and you have, which you talked about already, and I had a question, but I actually put a thing, I always put little things together. I think, applause is 2 hands clapping, right? So they weren't clapping during COVID, but in order to, when you guys came back, it was 2 hands, but it was Rich Gladstone and Celeste Gladstone, and that's what makes the applause and makes the business run at this point, which is great.